Hello everyone, and this is Venu, and you are watching Streetlight C programming videos. And in this session, the topic is number series and patterns. So we will discuss all these patterns for the first part. So the patterns are like this here: input is 5, and output will be this, and input is 5, and output is this 5, and output pattern is this. Oh. And after this, we will see and this pattern also we'll see this pattern also, and after completion of that, and see the patterns on the characters, and after then to see the patterns on the star also. We will print the stars in pyramid, diamond, hmm, and after then we'll see these other patterns. We'll see one by one all these patterns. So coming to the first pattern, so here I want to print the pattern of these here. So for that one, here I'm taking I comma j. These are the two variables. Okay, two variables I'm taking here, index variables. So first time I want to give the input here. My input is n. Then I have to read a number n. N a percentage d ampersand of n. Okay. Then after reading this number, this is my input. Now here I want to take one loop. This is my outer for loop here. It is represents number of rows. It represents a number of rows. Number of rows. And okay, once if suppose here in this case first I value is 1 when I less than or equal, suppose n I am giving 5. Now this condition is true. This condition is true means we are inside this inside the outer for loop here. So now in this case here we have to write the code to implement the code for to print 1 to 5 numbers. Okay, to print 1 to 5 numbers. So for that one I require one more loop here. So I am taking j equal to 1 and j less than or equal to j equal to 1. Okay, j equal to 1 and j less than or equal to n. So I need here, I want to print what 1 to 5 numbers, so that is why your n will be 5. So that is why I'm taking here in the inside the condition also j less than or equal to n. I am taking j less than or equal to n. J less than or equal to n. Then I am writing here j plus plus. Okay, after this, okay, so after this what I am doing here, I can write printf percentage d. Here we have to print the numbers. Here we have to print the numbers. So printf percentage d, comma. What is the number I want here? I want to print the first I is 1. 1 less than or equal to 5 true. Then j is equal to 1. J less than or equal to 5 is true. Then we have to print first time 1. Second time I want it will be 2. Like the j values I need to print here. So that is why I'm taking j. Taking j. Okay. Now see, after this, if I am executing this here, what is the problem with this code here? What is the problem with I'm getting the same pattern or not? I'm giving 5 then it will display first 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, but within the same line I am getting here 1 2 3 4 5. This is the problem. So within the same line I am getting 1 2 3 4 5. So that is why what I am doing here, after printing the first row, I want to I want to provide a new line. So that is why I am writing here printf percentage slash n. Now see the execution. If I am giving 5, if I am giving 5, then what is I am getting here? 1 2 3 4 5. So I will print 1 2 3 4 5 numbers from 5 times 6. Otherwise, I want to give some space between numbers here. Then after percentage d, give some space after the percentage d. So now see the output. This is our expected output here. This is the expected output. So in the place of 5, if I am giving suppose 6, if I giving 6 means what? It will display 1 to 6 members hmm, for 6 rows. So it will display 1 to 6 members. How many rows it will take? 6 rows. That's all. So once if you understand this pattern, okay, here almost one pattern is internally linked with this another pattern here. So that is why. So once if you understand first 5 or 6 patterns here, then you can write any pattern easily. In this case, the important observation, and this outer loop is for what? Providing number of rows. The inner loop is for what? Printing 1 to n numbers. Printing 1 to n numbers. After printing the first row, I need a new line. That is why I am taking new line. That's not it. That's simple. Okay. Next, coming to the next one. Coming to the next one. Let's see. In this case, my input is 5. First of all, I have to print only 1. In the first row, I am printing only 1. Second row, I have to print 1, 2. Third row, I want to print 3. Fourth row, only 4. And fifth row, all numbers will be 1 to 5 numbers will be print. See what is the difference between the previous and this year? In this case, we are printing all the numbers, but in this case, we are printing only according to the value of outer index variable. We are printing. In this case here, all and each and every row will be depends on the n value. But in this case, the printing, the number of the printing loop will be depends on the value of the outer loop. That's all. Once if you understand that here, then you can implement the code easily. See, in this case, so here n equal to I am giving 5. If I am writing n equal to 5 means here if I am writing here n5 means what? Okay, it will. This is for what? Printing 5 rows, no problem. Okay, it is compulsory, mandatory. But where is the changes are required? Where is the changes here? J equal to 1 and j less than or equal to. In the place of n, first time I am printing only 1. In the case of n second time, I want to print only up to less than or equal to 2 only. Now for the third time it will be 3, fourth time it will be 4, fifth time it will be 5. Indirectly here this condition, the j value will be depends on the, here it's not depends on n value. In this case we are printing first time only 1, second time 2 numbers, third time 3 numbers. That means what? It depends on the value of I here. Okay, if I is 1, here it is 1, then we are printing only 1. If I is 2, here it will be 2, we are printing 2 numbers. If I is 3, it is 3, we are printing 3 numbers. So that is why, what is the modifications required here? Just I am changing, just I am changing n with I only. Okay, n with I. Okay, now See the expected output here. I'm giving 5. Then what is the output I'm getting here? What is the output I'm getting here? Input is 5. First it will display 1. Next 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So input 5 means what? Okay, I'm obtained here. I got 5 rows. And first time, when the first row, I'm displaying only 1. Second time, I have to display only 2 numbers. Third 3. That's all. Okay, so this is the second report. Then what is the here? How analyze internally here? See, if I'm taking suppose n will be 5, sir. If I'm taking this, n is 5. N will be 5, and this outer loop here, I value will be 1. 1 less than or equal to 5. 1 less than or equal to 5 means condition is true. Now cursor is here. Now j is equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to, what is the value of I right now? 1. 1 less than or equal to 1, condition true. And we are printing j value. What is the j value? 1 will come. Okay, after then, what is the value of j? 2. Is it 2 less than or equal to 1? Is it 2 less than or equal to 1? Fail. Fail means what? Immediately the cursor is come out from the inner for loop. Now it is reached to this here. Printf slash line. Slash end means what? Cursor is coming to the new line. Okay. After this again I is incremented. Now what is the value of I? 2. We are in the second iteration. If I is 2, 2 less than or equal to 5 true, then we are inside the inner loop. Now what is the value of j? J is 1 and 1 less than or equal to 2 here. 1 less than or equal to. Is it true? Yes. If it is true, printf percentage the j. First what is the value of 1? The j 1 only. Then it will print 1. Next j is 2 and 2 less than or equal to 2. Yes, condition true. Then some space. Immediately it will print 2. After then j is 3. Is it 3 less than or equal to 2? Okay, fail. Okay, immediately cursor is come out from the loop. Then again new line will come. Like the cursor will be there. Okay, the cursor will be there. After then I will be 3. Now 3 less than or equal to 5 true. For the third iteration, we are printing here j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 3 means we are printing 1, 2, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3 numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After then I is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. Condition is false. Then cursor is come out from the outer for loop, not for outer for loop. Okay, because of this here, it will display all 1 to all 1 to 5 numbers. The second one. So this is the second one. And now coming to the third question. See, now so coming to the third pattern, I want to get this pattern. I want to get input is 5. Okay, I'm printing 5 rows. I'm printing 5 rows. So the first time I want to print 1. Second time I want to print 2. Third time I want to print 3, 4, 5th. Almost observe here these two patterns. Okay, these two patterns are same. Okay, the way of representation. Okay, the pattern is what it is a left some triangle here. It is in a triangle shape here. The first time it will print 1 and it is also print, but numbers are modified. Here it is 1 2, but it is the number in the second time it will be 2 3. Here 1 2 3 4. Okay, fine. And observe carefully. If we do some modifications in this one, if we are doing some modification, what are the modification here? Change this value with 2 and change these two values with 3 and change these two values with 4 here and change this four values with the 5 here. Okay, then what we need to do in the previous program here. Okay, so everyone listen carefully here. So I want to get this pattern here. Okay, I want to get the pattern this pattern here. I want to get the pattern from this pattern to here, this. So now what is the modification I have to change here in this pattern here? So this is my question. So tell me if what I need to modify in the previous code, yeah, then I am getting the expected one. Okay, the expected code is this. The expected one is this. This is it. I want first one, second time two, three, four, five. I want this code. Then tell me what is the modification? We if, if we do one little modification here, we will get that pattern. Ah, good. Yes. So Muhammad saying that just print I. Yes, correct, Muhammad. It is correct. So here actually in this case here, the J value will be what? It's always here one, two, three, uh, one first time, second time one, two. But actually here this we are actually we need to print what? First time only one. That means what? This value will be depends on the I value here. So that is why I have to do here. Just I am changing one modification here. I then I can get the code like this. I can get the code. The first time one, second time two rows, three, four, five. That's all. This is the modification. Why? So every time here, the first time I is one. Okay, I is one. So we are required this I value. Second time I will be two. Now I have to print this two times this I value two. Third time I will be three. So third for third iteration. Then I have to print it here. This is here. It is for printing the number. So what we are printing? We are printing the I value. That means three times it will print. Next four times. The value is I only. Okay. So correct. In the place of Harika saying that I in the place of J in print. Ah, yes, correct. Harika, yes, correct. And next, after this, I'm giving a series like this. My series is this. Okay. So input is 5. I'm giving input is 5. Sorry, here. I'm giving input is 5. Then I have to display 1 first time, second time 2, 3, third time 4, 5, 6. Okay. And next 7, 8 times. 11, 12, 13, 14. That means what? The value here, it is continuously incremented. The value is continuously incremented. Okay, the value is here continuously incremented. And for doing this task, for doing this task, what we have to do? Okay. For implementing this here, see, almost the pattern is similar to the previous pattern, but when the values are modified here, first one is 1, second time is 2, 3, 4, like continuous increment is there. So that is why what I need to do in this scenario. So in this scenario, see, actually I don't want here. If suppose if I am taking J here, if I am taking J means what? I'm getting 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. But in the place of after printing the first one, I want here it is 2, next 3. Like the value will be continuously incremented. So because of that here, compulsory in this case we need one extra variable. Okay. So I'm taking one variable called some k sum. I'm taking some variable some k. So what I need to do here? First I have to initialize some k as. So we are printing from, okay, actually we need to print the values from 1 onwards. Either you can take k is 0 or k equal 1, no problem here. So what I am doing here, I am taking k equal to 0. Taking k equal to 0, suppose. So first one, when if this condition is true, when if the condition is true, when the cursor is coming to into the inner loop here, in this case, first of all, we are printing the j value. Here j value means 1 will come. But what is my intention? Yes, I want to here every time for each and every for each and every uh, iterations inside the inner loop here. So the k can be modified. So that is why first I can increment the k. I can use some pre-increment. Why first k is 0? If I am using pre-increment means k will be 1. Now I have to print this k value. I have to print k value. So now after this, what I am doing in the second time, in the second iteration, this condition will be failed. New line will come. Next, now what is the modified value of right now? Current value of k will be what, sir? 1. In the next iteration, okay, if we are trying to print two numbers in this place, in this place k can be incremented. Now k can be 2. Now first 2 will be printed like that. So we want to print here. We need to print the modifying value of the k only. Why? Because it is continuously incremented. So that is why. See, if I am excluding this here, I'm getting this. Okay, I'm getting this. First time, okay, my input is 5, and first it will display 1. Next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the one of the thing. Otherwise, sir, can I use if suppose k equal to 1? What I need to do? If k equal to 1 means what? If k equal to 1 means what? Directly, okay, first of all, you have to print the k value. Okay, later you can increment the k, that's all. Okay, so in this case, what I need to do? First of all, I have to print the k value as is, and later I can increment the k value. Later I can increment the k value. This is also work. So I am taking 1, 5, then it will be this. So 5, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So this is another one. Like and here compulsory we are required one extra variable here. So that is why I'm taking it. So with that only I can do the modification. Okay, this is the third one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is the pattern. And the code is this. The code is this here. Just take one extra variable and print the extra variable and increment the k value. Okay. And then I want to give one task for you here. See, I want to get the patterns like this here. First of all, I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 2, 13, 14, 15. So first time, so I need 5 rows. Second time, I need 4 rows. Next 3. Sorry, not rows. First time 5 numbers. Second time 4 numbers. Like the counting, the numbers are decremented from 5 to 1 here. Numbers are decremented from 5 to 1. So how to implement this pattern here? How to implement this pattern here? So in this scenario, what I need to do here? So first of all, I have to here I have to change my pattern representation. This is first 5 terms, second 4 terms are there, 3 terms, 2 term, 1 terms. First I have to change my patterns representation style, and then after then implement this same with the help of k we can implement the task here. So because of that, Yes, Sarika, take a variable and increment it. I will explain it. It's some network issues. Now, in this case here, so first of all, see here, I want to provide patterns like this here. First of all, I want to print the pattern in this format here. So for that one, what I am doing here, uh, so for the first time, for the first time, I want to, in the first time I want to print 5 terms. So that is why I'm taking here I is n. Okay, and here from the row to row, the value of n is decreased. So that is why I can use the condition if I greater than or equal to 1. Here decrementing the I value. Decrementing the I value. Okay, after this, see, first if I'm taking here n is 5, now I will be 5. So I will be 5, then 5 greater than or equal to 1 is 2, then j equal to 1, j equal to 1, and 1 less than or equal to, what is the value of I? I means 5 here. So if I will be 5 means what? And this loop is printing first time, okay, 5 terms. Okay. And what about after this here, after this new line will come, then I will be 4. I will be 4, 4 greater than or equal to 1. 4 greater than or equal to 1, then j equal to 1, and 1 less than or equal j equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 4 means what? This loop is used to print 4 terms. What are the 4 terms? Incrementing value of the incrementing the value of k. So here I'm giving 5 and I'm getting the output here. Okay, so first time 5 terms, second 4, and 3, and 2, 1. It's a very simple here. First time I want to get a, okay, 5 terms, second 4, 3, 2, 1. This is continuous increment here. Okay, continuous increment. Otherwise, okay, if you have any confusion of this one here, see, I don't want to take this k. Again, here also, I don't want to use any k here. Just I am using here k value. See, it's the common pattern here. The common pattern 5 is here. See, first time it will print 1 to 5 members. Second time it will print 4. Third 2, 1. Now we are decrementing the I value. We are first time 5 terms, second time 4, 3, 2, 1 here. Now this is the common pattern here. Now in this one, what I need to do here? In this one, what I need to do? I have to, after printing this first 1, 2, 3, 4 value, next this value should be incremented. Next it is incremented. So that is fine. That is why I'm taking a variable here. That is why I'm taking a variable k, and k is initialized with either 0 or 1. So if I'm initializing k with some 0, then what I'm doing here, I have to increment the some k value. Now printing this k. So first is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this, the value is first time it is incremented. Value is continuously incremented, and first time 5 times, second 4, 3, 2, 1. What happens if we take like this, take a variable and increment it? Yes, that's same thing only. That's only I did here. And next, so already I gave actually, uh, This is an already I executed this here 1 2 3 4 5 first, and next 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 1, and based on this only this will come here. It is easy. After this here, if you with the help of extra variable we can increment it and we can provide. Now in the place of this, in the place of here, this is for what? If I am taking here I, we are printing the j value, but instead of printing the j, if I am using here I, then I am getting this pattern. I'm, I'm getting that pattern. So now let us see one more time here. Actually, otherwise, there is that pattern in the previous pattern here. So first time I am printing 1, second time 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in this one, first time I am printing 5, next 4, 3, 2, 1. Same, almost. Now in this scenario here, in this case here, if I am replacing the value of j with I, then I am getting the, I am obtaining this output. Similarly, in the second case, in this case here, if I am replacing this value here, instead of printing the internal j value, if I am printing outer loop variable here, then I get the pattern like this. Okay, and next, and from this pattern here, okay, based on this pattern, with the help of extra variable, if I am incrementing continuously, I can get okay, this pattern. I can get the pattern like this. And next, what I am doing here, with the help of this pattern here, if I am incrementing the variable, then I will get this pattern. Okay, so now observe carefully. I want to explain here one more time for all the patterns here. Just within a 2 or 3 minutes here, we will see one by one what is what actually internally happened here. See, ij and I1, I less than or equal to n I plus plus I. I'm taking it. Okay. So first, if I'm taking 5, I'm getting this pattern. So first 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, second, I'm changing I. Okay, I'm changing the j with here I. Then I can get this pattern. Okay. Second thing, I want to change the pattern style here. So first time I'm printing only 10 numbers, 5 terms. Second time I want only 4, third time like 3. So now here I have to decrease, take the value of n from take the index value from n to 1 here. So now in this case here, first of all I am printing the j value, then you will get the patterns. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 2 1. Yes. Now see, I want to change here. I want to change this variable with I, then 5 I am writing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then 1 will come. Okay. Now see, if I am taking with the need of extra variable k, with the need of extra variable k, here I can increment first k, and I am using here k, then 5. First time 5 times 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. But if I am changing the pattern style, if I equal to 1 to n means what? It will give the different pattern here. So this is the complete example here. So we done this one and all here. Okay. This also, and it is also finished here. The first two slides are examples are over. These are over. Now coming to the next one here. Okay, instead of numbers here, instead of numbers, I want to get these values here. I want to get the values. Like first time I want to get characters, like first time print A, second time print B, third time okay ABC, so ABCD, okay, like this we will print so numbers M, just it's almost similar to this pattern here. This pattern is similar to this. Okay, so here 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, and replace this one with what here, capital A. I want to replace this one with what, capital A capital B, and replace this with what, ABC, ABCD, ABCD. Then how to write? So for that one, again I am removing this here. I am taking here I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n. I am printing j here. This is the first one. That means first time we are getting only one value, second time two, percentage. Now see, I am getting this pattern here, but I have to change this one with what, capital A. So tell me, change this one with capital A, and 2 with capital B, and this one with capital A. It is B, and it is C. Now tell me your answers. So now here I want to get the patterns like this here. My pattern is this. I need this pattern. Okay. What are the modifications we have to do here? Okay. Any answers from your side? Any answers here? See, observe here. So what is the ASCII value of capital A? What is the ASCII value of capital A? Yes, good. Arka saying that capital A ASCII value is 65. Okay. So see here, I want to print here 65 in the place of a percentage. Good. Akhil that is also Amesha Reddy 65. Correct, correct, sir. Thank you for this. So what I am doing here, in the place of J, actually we are printing 1. In the place of 1, I have to print 65 value. What I need to do generally, we have to add 64 with this. Okay, 64. If I am adding here 64 with this, if I am adding 64 with this means, see, if I am running this my program, then I'm getting 65, 65, 66, 65, 66, 67. But these are the ASCII values. But I don't want this. This ASCII is replaced with its character A. Now tell me, what is the modification I have to do here? Good. Arika saying that percentage C. Yes. Have to change my format specifier percentage C. Thank you. Then it will come. Okay. So see here, just I am changing the format specifier. Okay. My percentage D for integer. I want to get to the equivalent character. That's why I'm taking here. ABC. Yes, correct. Okay. So this is about the printing the pattern, uh, like printing the alphabet patterns. Then what about? I have to give one question for you again. But I want to get all small letters like small a, small b, small ab, small c, small abcd, small abcd. Then what are the modifications we have to do? So I want to get this pattern. Good. 97 plus j, correct. 97 plus j or no 90? What is the ASCII value of small a? What is the ASCII value of small a? 97. Then what is the mod equation here? Here we are adding 64. 96 plus j. Yes. The ASCII value of small a is 97. But already one is there. So that is why just we have to add 96. Let us see the output here. If I am giving 6, then you will get 6 rows. First time small a, small ab, small abc, abcd, 6 rows here. Up to f it will take. That's okay. In the previous case, here I am taking 64 plus okay. Why? To represent the capital A, compulsory we should use here what? Hmm? 65 the equivalent ASCII value. So that is why I'm taking this. Okay.